Hello, boys and girls. Today I wanted to talk to you about our show and tell unit that we've started last week. So today I am going to teach you to plan out what you would like to draw on your page. I want you to think about your object. So last week I drew a picture of my snack container. And today I have a friend here. Her name is Ruby. I'm sure some of you know her, recognize her from Max and Ruby. This is my friend Ruby, and I thought she would be a good example to use today. So is there a lot of detail on Ruby? Like there's a lot of different pieces to her, right? Her body. So I can't just start drawing because I'm not that good of an artist. And I'm going to get stuck and I'm going to get confused. So I need to think about and look at my planning sheet. So each of you are going to have a book. It's called this is called my show and tell book. We're going to kind of work from this week. So the first thing you're obviously going to do anytime we get paper, you're going to put your name. You only have to put it on once this week. You're going to put it on the front cover. So I'm going to go ahead and put my name on the front cover. Now last week we started working with our drawing paper. We have a box, which is where we put our images, and it has one line on it, and we talked to you a little bit about the sky line, the plane line, the grass line, and the worm line, or the digger line. So we could add a label, we could add a sentence or a label to our picture, and I think I'm going to try that today. I'm going to encourage you guys to try it. But first I've got to plan out what I'm going to draw. So here's Ruby, and so I need to think about what is going to be the best and easiest way for me to draw Ruby and get a good image on my paper for you guys. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with her body, because I'm going to think about the shape of her body and how I can use the different shapes that we've talked about. So her shape to me is kind of like a rectangle with the outfit that she has on, right? It's not really a square. Square would be a little bit shorter. So I am going to draw her body on the paper. And then I'm going to look at her head. What shape is her head? Her head is kind of like a triangle, but not pointy. So I'm going to kind of use the outline of a triangle, but I'm not going to make it pointy, obviously, because her head's not pointy. And then I'm just going to bring her body up to her shoulders. And now that I've got that, can't forget her ears. Her ears are the staple of her body to know that she's a rabbit. So I'm going to look at her ears. I've got my object sitting right here to me, so I'm planning it out. So her body is the biggest part of my paper, so I'm putting her body on here first, and then I'm going to add on. So I'm kind of planning it out, taking a look at her. So you're going to take a look at your object and see what's the big part, what's the main part of it, and you're going to plan it. Think about how much space do you need on your page. You don't want to make it too small, but you don't want to make it so big that you can't get the rest of your arm. I'm going to draw her other arm over here, and then she has her little bunny paws, so I'm going to give her a little thumb. Going to give her a thumb. Here's her hands. So I'm going to go up now. So now I kind of have the outline of her body. And I have her feet down here, so I'm going to go ahead and give her little rabbit feet here. It helps when you have it in front of you. It helps for you to be able to see the details. All right, I'm going to go in, I'm going to add her eyes. Starting to come together, right? Starting to look more like a rabbit. Remember, we talked about doing it in pencil. So her body looks a little boxy here to me. So I'm just going to kind of erase it and fix it, but you can. That's why we do all of our sketching out in pencil. much easier to erase pencil than it is to erase crayon. Okay, so I think I did a pretty good job of getting Ruby here. So I'm just going to add, got her nose, I got her mouth, I've got her eyes, I've got her ears, her hands, her feet. I think I did a pretty good job. I'm not going to worry about adding any other details right now to it. I'm going to come back to it. I think today I want to add a label down here to my sentence. And I am going to write, what is she? What kind of animal is she? Who can help me out? She is a rabbit. So I'm going to say, I see the rabbit. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to try it. I'm going to write my I. See if you want to be brave today and add a sentence. I'm going to leave a space in between. See, this is one of our sight words from last week. I see, I'm going to leave a space. The is our sight word we've learned today. I see the rabbit. All right, so I'm going to stretch it out nice and slow to hear the sounds that I hear, and that's what I'm going to put on my paper. So I'm going to catch the beginning sound. If you need your alphabet chart, you can get out your alphabet chart. R for like rainbow. A for apple. Ab. Itchy eye. Rabbit. And I'm going to put a period at the end of my sentence. I see the rabbit. Nice job.